Hope you all are good. So today we're going to start with grade 5 maths. So you can find the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password provided by the administration. Then you have to select math as a subject. Then scroll down to grade 5. Then click on view all lessons. So we are on the first chapter, that is place values and number sense. And the topic we are going to start today is compare integers. You can find the topic. The lesson we are going to start with is compare integers. Just log into aplusstudents.com, scroll down to maths, then grade 5, then place values and number sense, and we are on the topic that is compare integers. Got it? Okay, let's start with the topic that is compare integers. Let's start with practice questions. Please grab your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important points on your notebook. Also, you can note down the examples. They are very helpful when you are doing test questions. Got it? Okay, let me write down the examples. We're going to start with examples. Okay, the first one is, which sign makes the statement true? You are given two of the integers. You have to compare them. Basically, you need to see which one is greater and which is smaller. You just have to put the signs of less than, greater than, or equal to. Got it? So let me write down the integers. Then we need to put the less, greater, or equal sign in between them. Okay, start with, we have two of the numbers, -3 and 1. Okay, we need to see which sign I'm going to put there, less than, greater than, or equal to. So -3 and 1. So you can place both the numbers on number line. So here you have 0, -1, -2, and -3. Here you have -3 on number line. Then you have 1, 2, 3, and here you have 1 on the number line. So you need to see which one is greater. So uh, on the right hand side of the number lines, you have all positive numbers, and each next number is greater than the previous one. Like the next number is 4, and 4 is greater than 3. Got it? As you are moving far from 0, the numbers are greater and greater. Got it? And on the left hand side of the number line, you have all negative numbers. Each next number is smaller than the previous one. As you are moving far from 0, the numbers are smaller and smaller. Got it? So that means the negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. So -3 is less than 1. Got it? You have to put the sign of less than here. You can note down the important point. Negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. Got it? Okay. Let's do another example. The other example is, you have to compare +3 and -3. So which sign makes the statement true? Less than, greater than, or equal to? Which one? Greater. I just told the very important point that the positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. So +3 is greater than -3. Got it? Okay, on the top right corner you have a test button. Let's just start with test. Okay, the first one on the test is, which sign makes the statement true? And the numbers are -2 and -1. Also, you have number line given, you can see on the number line. Okay, which one is negative 2 is less than, greater than, or equal to negative 1. Here you have a number on the number line 0, 1, 2, 3. Then you have negative 1, then you have negative 2, negative. So here you have negative 2 and here you have negative 1. So negative 2 is greater or less? It is less than negative 1, because the more, as you are moving far from 0, that means the numbers are smaller and smaller. So negative 2 is negative 2 is farther than negative 1. So that means negative 2 is less than negative 1. Got it? So select the correct option. It is less than and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is, which sign makes the statement true and the numbers are negative 4 and negative 3. Okay, which sign we are going to put here? Less than, greater than, or equal to? Which one? Yes, negative 4 is less than negative 3. Again, the same thing. Negative 4 is farther than negative 3 on the number line. So negative 4 is less than negative 3. Got it? Sorry, it's negative 4 is less than negative 3. Got it? Okay, the next one is, which sign makes the statement true and numbers are negative 4 and 3? Okay, so negative 4 and 3. So which sign makes the statement true? Less than, greater than, or equal to? Yes, the negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. So negative 4 is less than negative 3. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, then the next one is, which sign makes the statement true? Any numbers you have to compare are 2 and 1. Okay, less than, greater than, or equal to? Which sign? 2 is both the numbers are positive, and 2 is greater than 1. Or at the positive side, as you are moving far from 0, the numbers are greater and greater. So 2 is greater than 1. Got it? Okay, select the correct option. 2 is greater than 1 and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is negative 4 and 4. So which sign makes the statement true? Less than, greater than, or equal to? Very good. It is less than, because negative numbers are always smaller than the positive numbers. So negative 4 is less than 4. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test right after this session or later today. I'm moving on to the next lesson. Friday 5 to 9. Got it? So let's start with next lesson. Just click on the back button, and the topic we're going to start with is put integers in order. You can find these lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in using your email address and password provided by the administration. Then you have to select math as a subject, and then you have to scroll down to grade 5 maths, and we are on the very first chapter, that is place values and number sense, and find the lesson that is named put integers in order. Got it? So basically what you have to do, you are given with integers, you have to either arrange them from least to greatest or either from greatest to least. Got it? Let's start with the first example. You are given with the numbers. Put these integers in order from greatest to least. So you have to order the numbers. The, the first number is greatest, and as you are moving to the least numbers. Got it? So let's start with the numbers. The numbers are -1, -2, 3, 2, 1. So you're given with 5 of the numbers. You have to arrange them from least to greatest. Got it? Okay. So greatest. So which number is the greatest one? Make sure that to keep this important point here in mind, positive numbers are always greater than the negative one. So that means one of the positive number is the greatest one. So which is the greatest one? 3 is the greatest one. Then you have 2, then you have 1, and after this one you have negative numbers now. So negative number, in the negative number, as you are moving far from 0, the number are greater and greater, smaller and smaller. So that means -1 is greater than -2. So you can put them in order like 3 to 1, then -1 and -2. Got it? Okay, let's do another example. Put these integers in order from greatest to least, and the numbers are 3, 1, 0, 2, and 3. All the numbers are positive, and you know how to arrange them from greatest to least. 3 is the greatest, then you have 2, then you have 1, and then you have 0. Got it? Okay, another example is put these integers from least to greatest. Okay, now you have to arrange from least to greatest. First you have to write the numbers that are the least one, and then you have to move to the numbers that are the greatest one. Got it? Good. The numbers are 4, 0, 2, 3, -5. Okay, so you have to start from the least one. The negative numbers are the least one. You have only one negative number, so it is then -5. Then you have to look in the positive numbers. The least one is 0, then you have 2, then you have 3, and the greatest one is 4. Got it? Okay, on the top right corner you have a test button. Let's start with test questions. Okay, let's start with the first one. That is, put these integers in order from least to greatest, and the numbers are 4, 0, 2, 3, -5. Oh yes, that's the one already written on the board. So you have to select the correct option. So the correct option is -5, 0, 2, 3, and 4. That's the first one. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is put these integers in order from greatest to least. Okay, now you have to arrange them from greatest to least. So the numbers you are given with are, okay, you have to arrange them from greatest to least, and the numbers are 2, 3, 1, -1, -5, and 5. Okay, you have to arrange them from greatest to least. So first look for the positive numbers. The greatest one in the positive is 5, then you have 3, then you have 2, then you have 1. Now you can look on the negative numbers. So then you have -1 is the smaller and -5 is the smallest one. Got it? So the correct option is the second one. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is uh, put these integers in order from greatest to least, and the numbers are, and the numbers are 2, -1, 2, -1, -2, -3. You have to arrange them from greatest to least. So you have to write positive numbers first. Uh, they are already in from greatest to least. They are already arranged in from greatest to least, isn't it? Yes, they are already in the form greatest to least. Got it? Okay. Just move on to next question. Select the correct option and then move on to next question. Okay, the next one is put these integers from greatest to least. Any numbers are 2, -1, 2, -1, 0, and -2. Okay, so you have to write the greatest one. So first arrange the positive numbers 2 and 0, and then you can arrange the -1. So -1 and -2. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is put these integers in order from greatest to least. And the numbers are -1, -2, 3, and 1. And the options you are given are 3, 1, -1, -2. And the second one is 3, 1, -2, -1. So which of the option is the correct one? The first one or the second one? Yes, it is the first one. You have to arrange them from greatest to least. So very good. It's the first option. First, you have to arrange the positive numbers and then you can arrange the negative numbers. So it's the first option. Very good. Okay, click OK button and start with the next one. Okay, put these integers in order from greatest to least. Again, you have to arrange them from greatest to least. And the numbers are 1, 0, 2, and 3. Okay, so you have to arrange from greatest to least. They all are positive, and you know how to arrange them. The greatest one is 3, 2, 1, and 0. Got it? Second option is the correct one. Click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is put these integers from least to greatest. Now you have to arrange from least to greatest, and the from least to greatest, and the numbers given are -3, -2, 0, 1, and 4. And the options you are given with are -3, -2, 0, 4, and 1. And the second option is -3, -2, 0, 1, and 4. Okay, which option is the correct one? First one or the second one? Very good. It is the second one. They are already arranged. Got it? From least to greatest. So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Oh, we are done with the test. So you can repeat the test for of more help. And if you have any problem with this topic, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? I am just moving on to the next lesson. Just click on the back button so that we can on the next lesson. You can find these topics on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password. Then you have to scroll down to grade 5 math, select math as a subject. Then you have to scroll down to grade 5 maths. There you can find the first chapter, that is place values and number sense, and we are on the almost the second last topic, that is scientific notation. Then you are left with just final test from this topic. Got it? So let's start with the scientific notation. Okay, so let's start with the first example. How do you write? Scientific notation is just another way to represent the numbers, write the numbers. So let me explain how to write the numbers in scientific notation. How do you write 5.9 times 10 exponent 4 in standard form? So the number given is in this is in scientific notation. Got it? Whenever you have the number, any number, decimal number multiplying 10 and you have an exponent, you can say it is in scientific notation. Got it? Okay, so you more basically you have to look at the exponent of the 10. The exponent of the 10 is 4 here. That means you have to you want to move the decimal point 4 places right. Got it? So you have only one digit in the number. You have to move this decimal point 4 places right. So first you have to add extra zeros to the right of the decimal point to make 4 places. 1, 2 and 3. Now you have 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3 and 4. You have to move decimal point from here to here. So it is then 59,000. Got it? This is the standard form. When the numbers are written in this form with zeros, they are in standard form, and when the numbers are written in decimal number times 10 and an exponent, that means this is in scientific notation. Got it? Okay, let's do another practice. You can note down the examples. I'll wait for a while. Okay, the next one is, how do you write how do you write 9.1 times 10 exponent 4 in standard form? Again, you are given the number in the scientific notation. You have to write the number in standard form. So you have to look for the power of 10. The power of 10 is 4. Exponent of the 10 is 4. So basically you have to move the decimal point 4 places right, but you have only one at the one place at the right hand side. So add extra zeros to make complete 4 decimal places. Now you have 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to move decimal point from here to here, so it would be then 91 thousandths. Got it? Okay, the next one is, how do you write the 7 point, okay, 7.4 times 10 exponent 2 in standard form? So you have to look for the exponent of 10, that is 2. That means you have to move the decimal point 2 places right. You already have one decimal place, just add 1 zero to make 2 places and move decimal point from here to here. It will be then 740. Got it? On the top right corner you have a test button, so just click on the test button so that we can do practice questions. Okay, I'm on the test. Are you on test? Are you following the instructions? Okay, good. Let's start with the test questions. The first one is, how do you write 6.6 times 10 exponent 4 in standard form? So you have to look at this exponent of 4, and that means you have to move the decimal point 4 places right, but you have only one. So add extra zeros to make 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you have 4 decimal places. Just move the decimal point from here to here. It would be then 66 thousandths. Got it? Okay, just click on the OK button so that we can on the next question. Okay, the next one is, how do you write 5.7 times 10 exponent 1 in standard form? 5.7 times 10 exponent 1 in standard form. So the exponent of 10 is 1. That means you have to move decimal point 1 place right. You already have one. Just move this decimal point from here to here. So the correct option is, you are given 2 of the 7. Got it? Select the correct option. OK button. The next one is, how do you write 2.8 times 10 exponent 3 in standard form? 2.8 times 10 exponent 3. So the exponent of 10 is 3. That means you have to move decimal point 3 places right. So you have already one. Just add 2 extra zeros and then move decimal point from here to here. So it is then 2800. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button so that we can on the next question. Okay, the next one is, how do you write 8.9 times 10 exponent 2. So the options you are, can you answer the question? Do you know the answer? The options are 890 and 89. So which is the correct option? Think and then answer. Yes, it is the first one. Because the exponent of 10 is 2, you have to move 2 places right. You already have 1, so you have to add another 0 and you have to move decimal point from here to here. It would be then 890. Very good. Okay, select the correct option and click on the OK button. The next one is, how would you write 6.0 times 10 exponent 5 in standard form? The options you are given is 10 exponent 5. The options you are given is 66,000 and 600,000. Okay, which option is the correct one? You have to add 5 zeros at the right hand side. You already have one, just add 4 more, 1 2 3 4, and move the decimal point from here to here. It is then 66,000. Got it? So second option is the correct one. So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is, how would you write 9.5 times 10 exponent 4 in standard form? 9.5 times 10 exponent 4. The given options are 9,500. It is 4. And the second one is 95,000. Do you know the answer, which is the correct option? Very good. It is the second one. Let's see how. The exponent of 10 is 4. That means you must have 4 decimal places at the right hand side, because you have to move decimal point 4 places right. You have to move decimal point from here to here. So it is then 95,000. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. So just click on the back button so that we can on the next lesson. So start with the next lesson. You can complete the test later today or right after this shift. If you have any problem with this topic, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? So now we are going to start with the final test for the chapter, place values and number sense. So please keep this very important point in your mind. Before starting the final test, you have to complete all the topics given above the final test, so that you can do the final test confidently and you can get maximum points in the final test. Got it? So make sure before starting final test you completed all the tests for the topics given above the final test. Got it? Okay, on the final test we have different questions, so don't worry. If you completed the all the topics above the final test, you can do the final test. Got it? Okay, I'm going to start with the test. So we have different questions maybe, so please do not confused if you have different questions. So the first one is, which integer represents this scenario? And the scenario is 10 pound decrease in weight. And the options given are 10 and negative 10. So which option is the correct one? Yes, very good. It is negative 10. How? Because it's a decrease, and decreases and loss are always represented by the and negative number. Keep this very important in your point. Decreases and loss are represented by negative numbers. Got it? We covered this thing when doing the lessons. Decreases and loss are represented by negative numbers. You can note down the important points in your notebook. They are very important, so you can note down them. Got it? Okay, select the correct option. The first option is the correct one, and then move on to the next question. Okay, the next one is which sign makes the statement true. That's the lesson we did today. So, which sign makes the statement true? And the option numbers are 4 and -3. You have greater, less, or equal. So, which option is the correct one? The first one, because positive numbers are always greater than the negative numbers. So, 4 is greater than -3. Got it? Select the correct option and move on to the next question. Okay, the next one is again which sign makes the statement true, and the numbers you have to compare are 2 and 0. So, which sign makes the statement true? Greater, less, or equal? Very good. The greater they are positive number, 2 is greater than 0. Got it? Okay, the next one is which integer represents the scenario? And the scenario is 10 meter above the sea level. So, which is the correct one? Positive 10 or -10? Very good. It is positive 10 because it's above the sea level. That means there is something greater than the level. So that means it's a positive number. So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 93 minus 60 even or odd? So you have to apply divisive arithmetic rules here to find the answer is even or odd. You don't have to subtract them. The options given are even or odd. So what about 93? 93 is an odd number. Minus 60 is an even number. So when you're subtracting odd out of the even, the answer must be odd. You can check by subtracting. When you subtract 93 out of 60, it would be 33, and 33 is an odd number. Got it? So what I did, I applied the arithmetic rule over here. I know when I'm subtracting an even number out of the odd one, the answer must be odd. So that's why you don't have actually to subtract them. I did because we just need to check if the answer is even or odd. So select the correct option and move on to the next question. Okay, the next one is what is $478 rounded to $748 rounded to the nearest $10? Okay, you have to round off the number at the 10th position. So first you have to find a digit that is at the 10th position. So which digit is at the 10th position? Okay, first you have to find the digit that is at the 10th position. 4 is at the 10th position. Now look at the right hand side. Right hand side you have 8. You have to compare the 8 with the 5. Is 8 greater than 5 or less than 5? Very good. 8 is greater than 5. That means you have to round up. Round up means you have to add 1 to the digit that is at the 10th position. So 4 plus 1 is 5, and you have to replace the digits that are at the right hand side with 0. You have only one digit, so just replace the 8 with 0. So that means you have to round off. The nearest 10 is 750. Got it? Okay, the next one is 110,000 equals how many ones? And the options given are 10,000, 11,000, and 12,000. So which option is the correct one? It is 10,000. In one 10,000, you have 10,000 ones. Got it? Okay, select the correct option. The first one is the correct one and move on to the next question. Okay, the next one is, what does this Roman numeral represent? What number does this Roman numeral represent? And the number is X, X, I, and X. The options are 29, 30, and 20. So which option is the correct one? Do you know the answer? Yes, it is 29. How? X represents 10, the X represents 10, and the IX represents 9. So just add them, they make 29. Got it? So the correct option is 29. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is, how do you write this number using words? You are given the digit, you have to write them in words. This number using words, and the digit is 3623. So how do you write? First look at the thousands digits. You have 3000. Then write the digit that is at the hundreds position. You have 600. And then see, look at the digits that are the tens and ones position. So it is then 23. So you can pronounce as 6,000, 3,623. Got it? So 3,623. The first option is the correct one. Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next question is, what integer represents the scenario? $6 loss. Is it positive 6 or negative 6? Yes, very good. It is negative 6 because it's a loss. So loss and decreases are always represented by the negative numbers. So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, what is 7,000 plus 800 plus 40 and plus 6? So you have to, what you have to do, you don't have to actually add them. They are just telling you the place values of each number. 7 is at the thousands position, 8 is at the hundred position, 4 is at the tens position, and 6 is at the ones position. So together they make a digit that is 7,846. Got it? When you add them, they make the same number, but you don't need to add them. It actually showing you the place values of every digit in a number. Got it? Okay, good. The next one is, what is 623 rounded to the nearest $100? $623.24. You have to around to the nearest $100. That means you have to round off the hundreds digit. So first you have to find the digit that is at the hundreds position. So it's the 6. Just look at the right hand side. The first digit is 2. You have to compare the 2 to the 5. So 2 is less than 5 or greater than 5? 2 is, very good, less than 5. That means you have to round on the same digit, just replace all the digits that are at the right hand side with 0. So the 600.00, that means that is 600. So $623.24 are rounded to the 600. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is Quinn's class tracked how many newspaper each student collected for their recycling project. So the table is name and number of newspapers. Actually, you have to compare the numbers. Okay, the names are Quinn, Patrick, Rudy, and Gigi. And the values are 5,398, 5,963, 5,396, and 5,936. Okay, who collected the most newspapers? So basically you have to see the largest value. So you can compare the values from the digits that are at the highest place value. So 5 is at the highest place value, so compare all the numbers that are at the thousands place value, so they all are same. That means now you have to compare the digits that are at the 100 position. So you have 3939. So 3 is the smaller number, so skip the ones that has 3, skip these twos. Now you have to compare these two number, compare the hundreds digits. So here you have 6 and here you have 3. So 6 is greater than 3, that means the greatest one is 5963. That is the that means the Patrick sold the most newspaper, collected the most newspapers. Got it? 5963. And that belongs to Patrick. That means Patrick collected most newspaper. Got it? Okay, the next one is which sign makes the statement true? Negative 1 and 3. So negative 1 is greater than 3 or less than 3? Negative 1 is less than 3. Negative numbers are always smaller than the greater number. So negative 1 is less than 3. Got it? Okay, good. So you hear the following number. The number is 3,609. How do you write this number in digits? So 3,000. 3 is at the thousands position. 6 is at the hundreds position. And you're not given with a tens. So tens digit is 0 and then you have a 9. So the correct option is 3,609. Got it? So you can complete the test by yourself later today. You have any problem with this topic, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? You can find these lessons on aplusstudents.com. There you have to log in using your email address and password provided by the administration. And then you have to scroll down. Then you have to select math as a subject. Then you have to scroll down to grade 5 maths, and you can find the first chapter. We are on the very first chapter, that is place values and number sense. So find the lesson and complete the topics we did today. We covered four of the topics today: compare integers, put integers in order, scientific notation, and the final test. Please make sure before starting the final test you can complete the topics earlier than the final test. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next class. Bye.